I read the Winnie the Pooh, the Art of Winnie the Pooh recently, and the book talks about the creation of Winnie the Pooh, and I don't really know what I want to say about it, but it's it was just kind of a collaboration, and just one person would draw this, and they it's based off their kids' teddies, and then based off the author's kid, and whatever, and just kind of grows into,
Slap it together and ta-da!
yeah. And then Winnie the Pooh becomes,
A
you know,
sensation.
yeah,
Yeah. Just before this, I was well, in this Power of or what is this? The Wisdom by David R. Hawkins. Uh, there's a section in here that's I can just read the line, but it starts off like, people think it's what you do or what you say or how you behave that matters. But no, those are the consequences of that which you are. So that which you are, if you sit alone in a cave, is influencing the consciousness, and goes on and on. But just the basic premise or basic idea of how it's never anything that actually happens out there in the world based on what you do that matters. Any like it wouldn't even happen if it weren't for how you are. So how you are is the thing that dictates absolutely everything else. And that whole just that paradigm of like, Winnie the Pooh is a collaboration. It just keeps going or whatever. And it's just these people creative and having fun and playing or whatever, and it just goes. Sakurai just being like, I want to make Smash Bros. And I want to do this thing, and trying to like scheme his way to do it to get past all the like production and higher administrative levels in the way. That's just how he is. And so this thing comes out. Like the how you are is where everything of significance happens. And then stuff comes of that. But the stuff doesn't actually matter because it's how you are that changes everything and like actually changes the world. And yeah.
yeah. Well, it's the stuff that people resonate with Winnie the Pooh, and so it's their that's affecting them, and then then that impacts who they are. But it's who they are that then dictates what they do with that, right? Like, reminds me of a quote from Maggie's teacher, which is, doesn't matter what you believe, it matters what you do with what you believe, right? And what else made me think of? Um, oh, and just I was thinking about the way that yeah, Sakurai, Winnie the Pooh creators or whatever, they they were doing their thing, being creative and whatever, and creating stuff. But then other people were doing their thing, wanting to make money and whatever. And so then the publisher people meet the creative people, and then they can produce something into the world that, right. But both only exist. The whole publishing thing only exists because people are being a certain way and they want to create that, and then only creative people are doing stuff because they want to create something. And
Yeah. It's funny, even before it doesn't matter what you believe or what it matters what you do with what you believe. The doing before any of that is the fact that you can believe it all. Like the that is like a root that's even before that, and then there's probably even a root before that. Like you just take things so many layers back, and then it's like, how are you right now? Like how are you being? And yeah, firing the baby mind, that old Lantern Valley chapter. I don't know, I can't remember what it was about at all or what was in it, but that topic came up when I was talking with Troy the other day. He was talking about how he went to some lady, and uh, similar to the like the difference between like believing, doing something with what you believe, and then uh, the thing she was talking about apparently was like, a lot of people say that they want to do something like work on their spiritual stuff, work on the mind, something like that, but they they might say that and like firmly want to and all this other stuff, but their like belief is slightly off, where they don't actually think it's going to work. They don't actually think they can spiritually grow or be okay with things. Like they're like, this issue I have is set in stone. I'm gonna go do work on it, but they don't actually believe that there's actually like they have their will and capacity to change is being overwritten by this paradigm and wall that they can do it at all. Like they don't think it's possible. So like that core belief is just overriding any work that you can do. So even if you like want to do something, it doesn't work if deep down somewhere in there it's like, no, it's not going to work. Like then it's not going to work.